Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Beer with the Boss, that podcast where a guy and his boss have a beer and talk about technology and whatever is trending out there. Before we start, please remember to subscribe to our channel, activate notifications, and like this episode as well. That will help us a lot along the way. My name is Rodrigo Matos, and I work at Webera.
And I'm Joe Zamboni. I'm founder and CEO of Webera. And we are here today, me again, without a beer. Although brewed again, kombucha. It's too early here in East Coast, so I don't want to start drinking. But today we have our happy hour, the company later, as we do every month. Actually, we are starting twice a month now. One is for the English speakers, another one's for non-English speakers or most Portuguese that will have the company. But what are you drinking, Rodrigo?
I am drinking a wheat beer from Baden-Baden. I think I had this beer already in one of our early episodes. It's one of my favorites, and it's the one I had in the fridge. Didn't have time to go to the shop, so that's the one I'm having. But we have somebody. Yeah, it's a good one anyway. We have some different people here with us again today, right,
Yeah,
Joel?
again, we have new guests today, right? We have our teammates who work with us at Webera, and they're coming here today to talk with us about the recent event that they went in Portugal, the WebSummit. I want to introduce you to Lucas Lopes and Aline.
Hello everyone, I'm Aline. I work as a Scrum Master, and I have that great opportunity, I think, that Joel gave us to enter WebSummit. That's amazing, and I hope I can share my experience with you today.
I am partner today. Good afternoon, by the way, guys. I'm drinking a special thing. Is water with a beautiful beer glass.
Okay.
But yes, I started in Webera in 2021. At February, I'm a DevOps engineer, and I'm glad to be here today to talk about the WebSummit. So let's do that.
So I'm the only one drinking. Are you drinking anything, Aline? Or just water as well?
This is vodka.
Cachaça. Vodka, yeah. All right. Neat.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, thank you so much for joining us today. As Joe anticipated, we're talking about the WebSummit and the experience you guys had there. Well, so I want to start asking that question. How was the experience? In general, what do you have to tell to us? And also, if you could tell something funny that happened to you there.
I've never been in the big event like that. And this experience for me was amazing, as I said, because that time was many things happening at the same time. Many lectures happening at the same time, many companies there. And then I think because it was my first time, I don't have that, organize myself. But I tried to get the best of things, like best of lectures, the best of companies that I could meet people, do some networkings. There was many different topics. If you are interested, for example, in robotic or technology or developers or other things like woman, there was a special place for one entrepreneur women that was so interesting. Yeah, I think that can complete Lucas.
Awesome.
So I agree with Aline. It was like a huge, massive conference. It was my first time as well, but for sure the opportunity is amazing. On the both hands, in one side, what is WebSummit can offer us, and what is our side are talking about, like as Webera are looking for. Maybe that's the point of view on my side. What I mean is we have a ton of contents there, a ton of topics, a ton of products, a ton of companies, organization, people looking for investments, people looking for knowledge, people looking for just some network or just some experience. Then yes, like as I said, the main thing is huge. It's great. Uh, we have great opportunities to start understanding better, like as a startup or as a growing up organization, what is the future and where we are now. In my opinion, that's the main point. And one thing that get my attention there is like once we talking about as a startup, they used to say we are not and we say we, it's like all of the conference, we are not just a organization or a startup anymore, we are a brand. And what I mean about brand, because we can scale the organization under the brand, like we have possibilities to scale, to build, to delivery, like velocity to deliver new products, as we are delivering green mainframe, as we are delivering like DevOps as a service, as we are delivering like managed DevOps service. And then let's try to connected Web Summit with Webera. It's like Webera is a brand. Under the brand, we have a lot of products, and this can giving us like the way to scalability, and this is huge and open my mind like for a lot of things. That's the point. I think that's for me it was relevant.
Right.
So yeah, in a way, it's like everyone at WebSummit is looking, right? The exchange experience about how they build their business and how they can build this business, right? The newcomers are there to explore, to see the histories of the guys who are already and in the story, like they have more story to tell, like, and
Yeah,
the guys ahead are there to teach and to learn with the guys that are even ahead. And then that's why you have like an example from last day startup to the 3 years startup to the 5 years to the 10 years to an IBM or to everyone is there, like big companies, big guys, old guys, new guys. It's like and it's a really awesome experience. I'm glad that we were able to provide this to you guys, and you like it. So that's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, that's part of what we think of Bear. That's like make people learn more and bring the knowledge back to the company.
From what you guys were saying about it during our talks during the week as well before this podcast today, it seems to be such a huge event that you have, let's say, smaller events inside the big event, right? And from what Aline and Lucas were saying, you have to organize yourself before you go there, so you can decide what kind of topic or path or what you're looking for and where you're going to be at all times, because there's so much to do. And I want to ask you guys, we were talking about how amazing it was, and before we talk about the fun or funny things that happened to you, let's leave it as a last question. If you could compare like your personal, how going to Web Summit benefit you personally, and how going to Web Summit benefits the company as well. How could you put that?
Thinking different positions, thinking the company, thinking, for example, ourselves. I think for the company was good because we could pick some information that we can know a little bit more about some topics or something that we heard there that we can, for example, think about, and maybe we can try to work better. For me, personal, I think it was a good experience to think about, wow, there is many things happen outside my house, because sometimes I feel like, oh my God, I just live in the room. No, we have a big world here on the internet, but when we talk to different people, talk to different persons, and you can see different companies, many opportunities for different profiles, especially for me. I'm a little bit shy, and guys, I'm not confident about my English sometimes. And stay there and start talking with employees or something, a CEO in the small companies or startups, starting a conversation, understand what they do, and try to get some connections. For me, was a challenge because no, in my mind, I thought I need to talk to different people, not just walking. It was personally for me, I think this was good. Even the of course the knowledge that we could got there, break this my personality. No, you can't be just shy. You need to go there and just talk.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think is in the same line, like professional and personal. What I mean is everything is about maybe expectations versus perspectives. And one thing I used to talk with Joel, our CEO, like we have one thing to be focused. That's a great thing. Like what is our skills? But what I try to mean expectations and perspective is I met a lot of people there that they are trying just not do their skills, but also try to improve themselves as a product to like keeping growing up with the company. Then like I cannot do everything at the same time, but as much as I understand what we're better doing, then it's not just about what I Lucas gonna to do, but what is the product of Webera, and then makes sense for me like personal and professional thing, like do a great job once you try to understand like a fully guy. I think that makes sense. Then and are connected maybe what you're talking about, Rodrigo. That's this short, like this small teams, like this small discussions, what we call round tables. That's amazing because when you maybe going to this kind of conference, which is huge, but you have opportunity to join these round tables, which are like smart talkings, like smart chats. You have like contents, you have topics to discuss, but also to give them your experience from your perspective from the Webera company. And then you get ideas, you get challenges, you get like a lot of things that open your mind, and just not growing up as a personal thing, but mainly for like as a product, as a organization, as a brand, as I say. And for me, we all can act at the same line. This is great.
When you go to these conferences, it's amazing how much you can see outside of our world, right? That's like, yeah. I think the biggest one that I went was an AWS one. It was like huge amount of people talking about many things, and then you see, oh, it's not only me that I'm using this technology, and you see all those people using this, and then that's how they make billions, right? And I guess in the WebSummit is even different because you're able to see how many problems there are out there that you don't even know, and there's someone trying to solve that problem that you didn't even know that there was a problem with that. So it's amazing to see how those conferences can somehow show us, and I'm glad that helped you to see that's life out there.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah. After the pandemic, right? We end up like now I think this is the first one after the pandemic, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I was going to say that now. Yeah, they're coming. All these conferences are restarting now, like after the pandemic. Lucas and we live in the same city here in the south of Brazil. Lucas is a digital nomad, but he's like base is here in the same city. And we had a very big event here recently, like 3 weeks ago. It was the first one after the pandemic. Is the RD Summit or RD Summit, which is the biggest conference in the Americas as well for marketing, for example. So they are coming back now, and I'm sure that these events like the Web Summit and all the summits that are coming back now, we're going to have a lot of things happening after these events when people get together to brainstorm and to share knowledge and share problems they're facing. I'm sure they're going to have like great things happening in the industry from now on again, because it's different to meet in person, and you empathize more with people when you're in person. But I want to go back to one of the first questions. Let's talk about fun facts or like funny things that happen, because when we after nearly 3 years inside our little bedrooms, we were out in the world again. Did anything fun happen or funny happen to you both, Aline and Lucas, that you could share with us?
I don't know if it's funny, but it was funny that moment. I met Jake there for the first time face to face. And then
Jake
in the end of the event,
sorry,
it's almost
Jake was
6
the first
p.m.
host of the podcast.
Yeah, Jake that worked with us here.
Yeah,
and then
we actually started the podcast with him. So,
and then we are talking. Oh, let's go visit some stands and see if have food. And then we were walking, and sometimes talking. And can we get this? And then we start eating in different stands and just met. It was funny because we met different people doing networking and eat.
How about you, Lucas?
I literally hurt my back. But this is funny because when we started, like the first day, we started like being crazy because there's a lot of gifts everywhere. And then we used to take some bag to put some things like computer, everything. And then we start to take everything like, I got like a Google socks. I love socks, and it was amazing. And I start to take a lot of things, like a lot of gifts, and I literally hurt my back, but just because a ton of gifts that I took. Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool.
Because
I reminded because I was in the walking there and I saw the Mongo stand, MongoDB, and I won this T-shirt. Yeah, if
she's never gonna wear the T-shirt, but she got it.
Yeah, I had to, for example, gave to Lucas to send for other colleague because I'm just a Scrum Master. MongoDB, it's like, what is this for me?
All right, guys. Well, Aline and Lucas, thank you so much. So good to see that you guys enjoyed. Joe?
Yeah, this is important thing. This is our last episode of the season. So we are ending the season. Yeah. So I guess we are coming back in January now with a little bit different format, but should be more drinking than we are doing the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Last 2
As you can see, this season had to end, right? The last 2 episodes we didn't drink.
Yeah, we're gonna recover for the next episodes. Thank you again, Lucas and Aline, for doing this today. Thank you, Rodrigo, and
thank you, Joe.
See you guys next year.
Thank you.
See you guys next year. Thank you so much. And Lucas and Aline, you're always welcome to join us again in another episode. And for you all listening to us, thank you for being with us during this entire season. Your feedback is very much appreciated, and thank you for listening to us and suggesting things and how we should change and improve. And see you all in 2023. Bye for now.